Why fucking? Why did I love you? Why did I trust you? What's good, YouTube? MarlonmadethatTV back with another video, and today I got Joseline's Cabaret episode 18, the finale. Now, I know I owe y'all episode 15, 16, 17, and I will be getting y'all that in a package bundle. But I ain't gonna lie, the close to the last season, end of the season, it's been dry. I ain't gonna lie, it's been hard for me to review, but we gonna do the finale for y'all. So if you didn't catch up, we gonna get you up. You feel me? So basically, it leaves off from before we get into that, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so I did it all for to do content. Cause that too, you feel me? Y'all gotta sub, y'all gotta like, y'all gotta comment, y'all gotta, you feel me? Get me up in that algorithm, no shit. But it leaves off with Chinks still arguing with T-Love in Egypt about the whole alopecia comment that she made on the bus when they were on their way to what is it, bubble soccer? Oh, bubble soccer. I was going to say rolling soccer. Bubble soccer. So they were still going at that. T-Love in Egypt. Well, T-Love was more so mad because the alopecia comment, which, girl, she doing a lot. Like, girl, don't got nothing to do with you. And even if she did, I felt like Egypt should have checked Neek, because if Neek brought up the conversation, it'd be messy. Why you didn't check her? That was weird, but, you know, okay. Ricardo came in looking confused. Like, he knows they're on Chink's ass. Like, they know, like, you're not oblivious. All the girls jumped her. They don't like her, you know? And it's just like, Ricardo, stop acting so oblivious. And why do you keep, like, low-key setting Chinks up? So Chinks goes outside. She's very upset or whatever. So Ricardo tries to talk to her. And Chinks mentions the fact that Ashley is upset at her and maybe hints at that Ashley, the producer, Ashley Washington, which I heard things about her on Baddies and Erica's Love Show. Like, it's been too many things about this bitch Ashley. Like, she's gonna be a baddie so bad, no shade. But I guess she tried to set Chinks up in that scene, but she wasn't going for it, so she got mad at her. But I don't blame Chinks, because I would be on the edge of my seat too, because they be packing bitches out left and right. So I feel Chinks on her, you know, just being worried. So they bring Chinks back in, and they have Kanaya, Sky, Erica, and Drea get selected to go to the studio with Joseline. Now, why Lexi Gold didn't get picked, weird, but Joseline said that she didn't pick Lexi Gold because she has a manager, and I noticed that about Joseline. She don't have control over you, or if she can't manipulate you, she don't like that. So she's gonna try to engineer who she can be, who's the most gullible, basically. But yeah, I think Lexi Gold got snubbed for sure, because she's an artist and her music is actually decent. Like, out of everybody, Kanaya, out of everyone who got invited, makes sense because she's an actual artist. She performed at BET. It might have not been like the main stage, but she still performed, and she's done festivals and stuff. So she's valid. Like Sky, Erica, I'm like, huh? Like, what the fuck? So they're on the way to meet at the studio with Joseline. But the girls ask Drea about her feelings towards the cabaret and if she will continue on there. But, you know, she tells them she doesn't know. She's putting a lot of time, effort away from her her husband, her kid, like, her school, like, you know. So it's a lot being on the cabaret. And hell yeah, Joseline do great, and y'all motherfuckers talking crazy. Like, no shit. Like, and she's coked out, like, on myself. Yeah, you a millionaire, you make money, but bitch, no. I don't give a fuck how much money. You're not talk to me crazy. No shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You feel me? So Joseline ends up pulling to the studio to meet the lady. She looks real good. The ladies pull up to the studio, and as soon as they get to the studio, Joseline puts them in a room aside, and then Joseline asks them individually, do they all have a manager? And all of them say no. Like, none of them are being managed right now currently. And, you know, Joseline basically elaborates, like, I want you guys to grow. I want you guys to grow under the cabaret once we're on the tour. You feel what I'm saying? And she says, you know, outside of dancing, she wants them to explore more careers, I guess, and be artists or whatever. So she has them rap. She wants them to do a track together, or do a track just to see, like, who, you know, got it. But when she asks them who has management, she asks them what they would do as an artist with the cabaret and stuff like that. 3 out of 4 of them said they would want to push their rap careers through the cabaret, which I'm like, no, don't get me wrong. Joseline for me personally, has hits that I like, but on a main, like, if you're trying to reach that Billboard, like, Lollapalooza, Rolling Loud, like, you're gonna not need the Cabaret. No shade. I never see Joseline perform at those big festivals or be invited to. Not saying she shouldn't, but I don't see her performing at a lot of where like top industry artists are. So it's like if they want to thrive, they should not be in the Cabaret for that. If they want to dance and thrive, yes, that's the lane you should choose. But if you want to make music and thrive, you better off doing that shit on your own. But keep that in mind because it's gonna play a key part for later on. So Drea fucks up and ends up telling Joseline she want to go back to school. Joseline said, "You stupid bitch. You stupid bitch." I said, "Stay in your place, ho. Stay in your place." Like, she starts cussing her out. Listen, if you around Joseline, bitch, do not tell that bitch you trying to go back to school to better your life. That bitch will cut you out. That bitch is going to hand you your eyes. Bitch, you try to tell that bitch you trying to get a diploma on myself. The fuck? So Joseline starts cussing out Drea, like, bad. Fucking around. She damn near sends Andrea home. I'm like, what the fuck? Damn, like, bitch, all she said, she just, I forget the constantology, bitch, I don't know, the big ass words, bitch, I don't got time. But she did say she wanted to go back to school for whatever she was doing, and she wanted to spend more time with her daughter or whatever. So Joseline just felt like you literally fought somebody because you thought they was about to take the Cabaret last night, and then now you're telling me this, like, bitch, what? And it makes sense because it's like you ride so hard for her, but then when she don't give you what you want in the time you see it, Drea, then it's like, it's a problem? I don't understand. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. So then Joseline says Drea got to get sent home. I'm like, damn. Drea got sent home for wanting more than a Cabaret. If it wasn't working out for her, that's crazy. So, after she clears the room and tells her, man, she could get the fuck on. You feel me? Joseline has Kanaya, Erica, and Sky write a verse to this beat that Ballistic picked out. The beat was straight. You know what I'm saying? It was gas a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. They all had to write those. So Kanaya, she wrote her verse. I ain't gonna lie, I think Kanaya had the best well-written verse. Her verse was fire, actually. I liked it. Erica was more flow than lyrics, but it was cool. Like, she was more so into her flow back than her lyrics, but it wasn't nothing too crazy. I was just like, oh no, this ain't it for me, but the flow is okay. It's decent. Sky, you should have just started off freestyling. You should have just started off the top of your head because you sound way better than trying to write it. And there are some people like that are artists and make music. Like, I feel like I'm one of those, like, I can write depending on the beat, like if it's elegant, soulful, or whatever. But sometimes I just like hearing it and then going because it's better to pull from like just your mind than just trying to put it on paper because it takes so long. You got to write it over again or re-scrap it. So it's like, yes, I should have just started off with a freestyle because that shit was fire as fuck. So, Ballistic and Joseline gives them credit for, their flow and, them making a verse or whatever. So it was cool. Then it cuts to the next day. We get T-Love, Sky, Egypt, and Dez. Yeah, T-Love, Sky, Egypt, and Dez, and they're just speaking about what happened per usual the day before with Chinks at the festival. Drea feeling the way as she feels at the Cabaret. You know what they do. They always do it. They do it on baddies. I don't know. It's a Zeus thing. Love Cabin. It's like the producers tell them niggas, hey, this scene we're going to talk about and dialogue about what just happened last night. Even though we all, the viewers and the participants, are seeing what the fuck happened. But, okay. So they explain what happened at the studio yesterday. Oh, well, Sky explains what happened at the studio yesterday, how much fun they had at the studio. Erica and Kanaya actually sit down and talk about, their song and the song, Drea, and their own issues and how they're able to sit there and, just talk over amongst themselves, which I thought was, it was cool. It's like, okay, I don't really got to be 24/7. You get what I'm saying? But they said they liked the verses for the song and they felt like Drea was moving, like she was doing too much when it came to express how she felt because she told them in the way that they could understand, but they know Joseline, she don't want to hear that shit. So for her to try to explain it to her and then get choppy is just like, nah, like, it was bound to be cussed out. So Lexi and Nick are in the room, but Nick invites Ocean and Drea to the room to have a sit down with Lexi so that they can at least have a conversation because they all potentially will be on tour together and there's no point of having animosity while on tour and they're not filming. You feel what I'm saying? So Drea and Lexi ended up having a conversation about their fight at the hookah lounge or wherever they were when they fought. And basically Lexi let it be known how she felt, towards Drea attacking her for what Joseline said when she had no clue or idea that Joseline was going to say that on stage. And then Drea apologizes for, antagonizing Lexi and blaming Lexi for something that was ultimately Joseline's choice, which I'm like, exactly. Like, you should have known that from the get-go. Like, you got mad at Lexi, but you didn't get mad when Joseline came in and then cussed her out. It was like two different vibes from the bus and then the dinner table, which was in episode 16. Yeah, I want to say episode 16 and 17 between those two. But they have a conversation, so Lexi gets cool with Oceans and Danny again, so they got cool. That's what's up. You feel me? They was able to pass shit up. Danny ends up pulling up on Erica and Kanaya, just to see where their heads at or whatever, talk about what happened last night. Nothing too much on that. They just was speaking to each other about what happened. Joseline ends up talking with Ballistic in the hotel room about Dre going back to school and who should win the 50K. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, I'm just like, yo, this is insane. She just like, this dumb bitch talking about she want to go to school. Like, like you could have been did that. Like, you over here fighting for spots and it don't even make no sense, which is true. I'm like, Dre, you was riding mad hard, but then you saw you wasn't getting, I guess, the opportunity you felt like you deserved, and then it was like swerve, like on the Cabaret. So it's just like, damn, like that's really what you want, And also, who should get the 50K? But there's some bullshit, y'all. But we gonna get into it. So, this is approaching Joseline's grand opening for her Jocelyn Cabaret Strip Club, and she will be announcing the winner who gonna win the 50K. Joseline ends up meeting with all the ladies at the club. You feel what I'm saying? All the ladies are turning up. They're lit. Now, Joseline was on some death row shit. Like, they went into the back of the room, and on the table, there was 3 contracts, like, laid out, like, printed out. You feel me? And basically, it was a management agreement between Joseline, her team, and the artists that they were going to sign. So this is between Erica, Dez, and Kanaya. Oh, not Dez. Sky, Kanaya, and Erica. So it's between them 3. I ain't gonna lie. Sky ran, sank that motherfucker first, mind you. I'm going to give Erica and Kanaya their props 1,000 times over, because you need to know what you're signing, bro. Like, even, it don't matter what it is. Like, it don't matter. It could be as simple as a job. It could be as simple as a contract, a music, anything. Like, even if you can't review it, have somebody else review it. Like, Joseline was trying to use peer pressure in order to get all 3 of them to sign. You get what I'm saying? Because it was in the moment. They probably liquored up, all that shit. Boom. And I'm glad Erica spoke up and said that she, she's inebriated, she's drunk, but she's not that drunk to the point she's going to sign something and not know what it is. You feel me? She just want to go over it. Because it's like, girl, you don't know which the fuck she put in that contract. And Joseline, she slimy. She act fucked up on her show with y'all just being there filming the Cabaret. Bitch, I'm not signing no papers. I'm already signed some bullshit being here, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you gonna have me sign double the bullshit because I'm under your management. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, no. And I don't know, Sky, she just hungry. She want to make it out the trenches. If it's going to get her out the trenches, she going to do it, my nigga. But Erica and Kanaya, I give her 10, especially Erica, because she was like, yeah, I'd rather read over the contract. Justin said, it's 1 page, ho, you can't read? What the fuck? Like, bitch, what? But, I guess whatever. But I'm like, oh, damn, if it was just 1 page, then Erica, yeah, you could have definitely looked over it real fast. But, I mean, you drunk. Are you, you might probably not fluently. But I will give them the 10s because they're smart for not just signing anything of Joseline. Should be on bullshit, and you definitely need to read over your contracts. So she goes outside, and she's about to announce the winner. And, yo, this is some bullshit. This is some straight bullshit. No shade. Sky ends up winning the 50K. Why, I don't know. Like, I feel like we could have done without that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, no shade. I feel like it could have went to Kanaya. It could have went to... No, I would say Lexi go, Kanaya, Chinks. Who else? I'd probably put a 4th runner-up. Who would be my 4th runner-up? I'm trying to think. Like, who else was there? I'm trying to think. Who the fuck else was there? Yeah, I would say those are my top 3. Chinks, Lexi Go, and Kanaya. They should have won that over Sky. Like, Sky, the whole season... In the beginning, I liked her. Like, she looked like she was standing on her business, a pretty girl, dancer, all that. But when she was following after the OGs and them jumping Chinks and just certain things, like, she just was following. And then her dancing wasn't even the highlight of her season. Like, I felt like Kanaya was a way better dancer. I felt like Lexi Gold is a way better dancer than her. So it's like there were better dancers. Neek. You know what I'm saying? Andrea, like, there's better dancers than Sky in the Cabaret. She's not bad. Like, she's not terrible. She got one, too. But I don't think it was worth her getting the 50K. But honestly, she only got the 50K because she signed with Joseline. She said that, though. She said that on stage. She said, yeah, the new Joseline Cabaret artist, yeah, we're going to put her on. Nigga, she only gave her that 50K because she signed. And Joseline wasn't really at practice at the shows, but she's in the show. She can't look at all the girls to know who's the best dancer. but she don't be in practice like that towards like 10, 15 minutes of sound check. So it's like, how could you really judge who the fuck deserves this 50K? Nigga, the audience should have decided who the fuck gets the 50K. But again, this is Joseline Showhole, so she runs this shit. But congratulations, Sky. Nonetheless, you feel me? 50K is 50K. So clock that shit. Ooh, your Q-Tip T-Love was mad as fuck. I'm talking about she mad as hell. I don't think she was wrong for being mad. I just think she was wrong for being mad as if like you were gonna win. Listen, T-Love, nobody had you winning. No shade. You feel me? T-Love, you're funny. I feel like you were super funny this season, the comedic relief. Like, I liked you more this season, even though you got annoying at times. You kept doing a lot of shit. You just poking the bear. But I do think she wasn't wrong because it's like, what did this guy do to really deserve the 50K? It wasn't that she won it. No, it was that she won it. But it was just like, damn, like there was other people who could have won it. But T-Love, for you to think that, for you to really sit here and think that you were going to win the 50K is so insane because you were getting jumped, socked left and right. Like, no. No. I'm like, Joseline didn't even have you as like a top 3 pick, bruh. No. Hell no. T-Love ended up getting so mad after they called Sky to the stage and congratulated her. She was just like, man, fuck this shit. And then, Joseline was like, well, if you don't want to continue your journey with the Cabaret, you can leave. She said, fine, I will. And T-Love got the fuck. Oh my gosh, yo, this reunion finna be funny as fuck because Joseline gonna see all that. So I wonder how she gonna address all them. I don't know if Egypt coming because I know her and Egypt got into it. So this reunion gonna be very interesting with all the ladies. Hopefully Chinks can get her redemption because they packed her out all season. All the ladies did their outro. Really nothing special, but they just did their final outros. It was cool. It was a cool season. I feel like definitely some funny ass moments for sure. I wonder where the next season is gonna be. That's gonna be very interesting. Like, that's gonna be very cool. Joseline Cabaret Canada, that would be so fire. I ain't gonna lie, that would be mad fucking fire. No shade. And I know I was supposed to give y'all that, but I'm gonna give y'all episode 18. I'm gonna give y'all the reunion, and I'm gonna give you a jam-packed episode. I'm gonna do 15 through 17 review. Even though it might be 2-3 weeks late, but who give a fuck? You feel me? Content is content, and you all love it. Y'all fucking with it. So yeah, if you stay to the end, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notification bells. We gotta do all forms of new content, and I'm gonna see y'all next week. Wait, no, y'all gonna see me later today because I do got a baddie trial. So yeah, stay tuned. Yeah. Talking about nothing but sex. I don't got nobody else on time. It's peaceful like this, always like this. If I do wrong, better give me the work.